we are again. We're sitting in the Radio Entrepreneurs remote studios, and it's very remote when it comes to remote. And every week we like to check in with Marc Z Marc Z, from president of Marc Z Legal Staffing, for our Marc Z Moment about human resources, and the law too, as well. Welcome back, Marc.
Thanks, Jeff. Great to be here. Great to see you, be with you.
It's been a while.
It has been.
Yeah,
it
has
you
been.
you haven't changed it. You get younger. You're like Benjamin. You're the reverse of Benjamin Button.
I'm a little bit redder, but older. If you're seeing red, it's not my camera, it's the sun.
I like it. I like it.
So Marc, what's going on? There's always something going on in your world.
So I'm going in a different direction for our talk today. What I want to talk about is insurance for businesses, and with when you're dealing with employment and you're dealing with other issues.
I talk to employers about that all the time.
Correct. And there's a lot of employers out there. I don't know if you know this, but it's interesting. Talk to a lot of attorneys that are in the plaintiff's personal injury space, negligence space, and a lot of them will obviously look at employers that have insurance, but if it's a intentional tort, a lot of times, not a lot of times, most insurance policies do not cover intentional torts. So employers have to make sure that they're covered in some way or have the money in the system to be able to fight certain cases or contest cases. And employees, when they're dealing with wrongful termination or number of issues, they want to make sure that they're investing right in the process, because sometimes it's hourly, sometimes it's contingent, sometimes there may be a policy that they paid for that can help cover it. But a lot of employers particularly don't think of that. And when they're sued or when there's an issue, rather than try to go through arbitration or mediation to resolve it, they'll go all the way to trial thinking that they have the insurance to cover it. And a lot of times they don't.
Could be $300,000 to millions of dollars.
Correct.
And what, Marc, I like to think of it as the best health insurance policy you'll ever buy, because I don't know a company, worked with hundreds of companies, that has not had some form of potential litigation through litigation.
Correct.
And why would you want to go to surgery and not have health insurance? That could break you personally. And
right.
I think in business, it's a small cost.
Right. But a lot of employers look at that as a unnecessary expense and think it's never going to happen, and all of a sudden it happens. And so the advice that we want to give is to these employers to speak to your insurance broker and discuss certain issues. And a lot of times it means like just a tail on your existing policy. It's not much in terms of extra premiums. It's they have different types of insurance for different types of situations, but you have to look at this. And as you say, it's like health insurance. It's really necessary in a way of doing business. An employer was telling me about an event they had at a restaurant for their employees that came in from around the country. And they said it was really great. It was, everybody had a chance. There was seafood. Everybody had all the different types of drinks and this and that. And I just said, did you have an insurance policy on this event? And they said, I really don't know. And I said, anybody who's at this event and was drinking or had something, if God forbid something happened, you as an employer are responsible.
Well, that's a bell my wife rings a lot, because there was a point in time where my wife ran the World Trade event planning. She used to do up to 200 parties a day. And she always says to me, somebody drinks at a party and it's your company party. They go home and they hit somebody. In today's world, they're liable. And I
Right.
know our good friend Mark Furman, who is our litigation reporter, he always talks about insurance. He's always promoting insurance. And he says it's one of the biggest shortcomings that all entrepreneurs have, that they're not protecting themselves in many
Right.
ways. So I think you're right on the money, and as you always are. And if somebody wants to speak more to you about their business and to protect themselves from a problem, how do they find you, Mark?
Well, first of all, go on the wonderful Radio Entrepreneurs website, radioentrepreneurs.com. Google Marc Z, M-A-R-C and the letter Z. Go to marczlegal.com, MARCZLEGAL.com, and 617-338-1300.
Well, Mark, always providing good content to radio entrepreneurs. We appreciate you. We look forward to a great 2024.
Thank you,
And
Joe.
this is Radio Entrepreneurs.